Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Claydol. Now Claydol is a very fun Pokemon to use. It actually gets hold of a few of the new Pokemon moves in the Isle of Armor, so that's really exciting, has really good defenses, and actually pretty good speed at base 75. If you want to look at some more sets, these are slightly different to sets that I've come up with previously. There will be a video just above right now showing you those other sets. Excuse me. So, 3 sets today, 2 generic, 1 Dynamax. First set is a Nasty Plot Life Orb set. Levitate is our ability because that's the only ability that Claydol actually gets. But we have Nasty Plot doubling our special attack from 239 to 478, which is very high, very nice, especially for such a defensive mon. You might even be able to get a second Nasty Plot off, and that would increase it even further. That would take it up to I don't know, in the 700s, which would be very, very powerful. And then we've got Life Orb boosting us by 1.3 times, just making that a little bit stronger. Obviously, taking our health down every turn we use an attacking move, so do be cautious about that. Maybe have a Wish User in the back, for example. Move-wise, come for Psyshock. Psyshock is a powerful Psychic type attack, and it goes on defense rather than special defense. Now that's handy in case something like Chansey comes in and really just blocks up you on the special defense, and you can then go on the defensive side. So it's nice to have that for a bit more coverage and allow you to really deal with any specially defensive walls. We then have Scorching Sands. Now, Scorching Sands is one of the new moves introduced in Generation 8 in the Isle of Armor, and we have the ability to burn Pokemon whilst getting a boost to our stab with the ground type Scorching Sands. A 30% chance to burn the target, which is basically a ground type Scald, and I think it's just such a mega move. I wish more Pokemon got hold of it. There aren't that many Pokemon that can take advantage of it, but it is definitely a very, very good move, especially for Claydol. If you're setting up those nasty plots, it gives you that stab, really strong attack, and if not, it gives you that chance to burn. So just a generally really good move there. And then we have Dazzling Gleam, just for a bit more coverage. Things like Dark types become less worrisome because obviously that Dazzling Gleam is super effective against them. You've got Dragon types which you can hit, so just really good coverage there. EV's got max special attack and max speed with a timid nature, so more speed, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. You could always go for max HP and max special attack with a modest nature if you want to, but it's up to you basing on what your speed tiers are looking like and what you want Claydol to be able to do. If you want it a bit more kind of bulky, go for that max HP. If you want it to be faster, obviously go for the max speed. The second set we have is more of a kind of defensive set. You can have this either in max HP and max defense or max HP and max special defense. It's up to you what you decide to go for here. But I've got leftovers on this set because you'll need to heal up realistically with this. We've got Scorching Sands again. Now this works really well as a defensive move, so you can burn physical Pokemon and it halves their attack power, basically meaning that your defense being as high as it is, you're going to be able to live a lot of hits from them or force switches out and possibly get burns on other Pokemon or whatnot. You've then got Stealth Rocks to set up the hazards. Now hazards are obviously very important, things like I'm trying to think the types, flying types, you've got bug types, you've got fire types, and you've got ice types. They're all hit for 25% damage. Obviously you are weak to ice types, so it can be helpful in that sense, and also weak to bug as well, so both of those typings take 25% on entry. It can be very, very helpful for you on your team. Then we have Toxic. Now Toxic is a transfer in the Pokemon, so you'd have to transfer a Claydol that does know Toxic already. If you don't want to go for Toxic, you probably could go for something, I assume it learns Thunder Wave, let me check. It does not learn Thunder Wave, so you could go for like another coverage move, maybe like Psychic or something. But if you want to transfer the Toxic, that's really good. It can really help, especially with things like setup sweepers, because either they won't set up as much as they originally planned to, which means that they're not going to be as worrisome, or they will set up as much as they planned and not be able to sweep your team because they just haven't got the time to be able to do that. So Toxic can really help you out in that respect. And then Hex goes really nicely if you have status the opposing Pokemon with either the Burn or the Toxic. Having that Hex ability is very nice. It doubles in the power. If you want to go for something like Psychic, you can go for that. I just think that Hex doubles up with the status conditions really nicely. EVs, as I said, max HP, max special defense, or max HP and max defense. If you go for the max HP and max defense, go for the bold nature. Max HP, max special defense is the calm nature. And you can't, well actually, if you go for the max HP, max special defense, you do become overall more tanky because you can get those scorching sand burns. But if you want to go for that max defense just to become an incredibly defensive wall, you definitely can go for that. It's up to you what you decide to go for. Moving on to our third set, which is a Dynamax set. So on here I have Terrain Extender, and the Expanding Force will set up the Psychic Terrain using Max Mindstorm when you're Dynamaxed. Now, the good thing about this, you'll have 8 turns. An Expanding Force will do 1.5 times damage and hit all of the foes on the field. So, making it very, very nice. I think Expanding Force is probably one of the best moves that was introduced in this generation, and it can just do a lot to a lot of different Pokemon. Obviously, your base special attack is a little bit lower, so if you want to pair this up with something like Nasty Plot, so go for a Nasty Plot before, and then go for the Expanding Force, there's nothing stopping you from going that, because, Nasty Plot, then Dynamax, possibly have a move for some kind of max guard on here if you want to, but that's up to you. So it's depending on what you want to run, really, I suppose. Other moves I've gone for are Earth Power, strong ground type move, and it can boost up the special defense. We've got Ancient Power, powerful rock type move. It can set up a Sandstorm if you need a Sandstorm. So if you have, I don't know, Pokemon that have Sand Rush the ability, or Sand Evasiveness one, I can't think what it's called off the top of my head. And then you've got Ice Beam, again, same thing as before, but just with Hail. So yeah. EV's gone for max HP and max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Anyways, that is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of it, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.